we're going to be going through how to create a visual homepage within Canvas. And this is a pretty simple process that just takes a little bit of patience. So I'm going to go to Pages, and I'm just going to add a new page. Now from here, I'm going to add a table. And here's the reason I'm going to add a table. Because with web documents or pages, you want it to scale right, whether you're using a cell phone, a tablet, Chromebook, PC, it doesn't matter. And this is kind of an old school way of going through and formatting for web documents, but it works out perfect for this. And I already know I want to have 3 buttons and then a course banner. So I'm just going to go ahead and make sure I have a 3x2 table. These things, it makes it a lot faster if you'll go ahead and plan these ahead of time. Then you'll know exactly how many boxes you need. Now, with that said, you can always change these at any time. You can add more or take away. And what I'm going to do, I know this top part is going to be my course banner. So I'm going to go up here, and I'm actually going to merge cells because this is going to be my course banner. And I'm going to have my 3 buttons here. Now, over on the right-hand side, you'll see a button for images. I'm going to upload a new image because I already have the button on my computer. Now, for this, I used Google Drawings to create these buttons. And I have the sizing and other buttons for you, so if you need to make a copy of that, feel free to use that. Let me just find my course banner. There it is. And then I'm going to upload it. Now I can always resize that as needed, and I found about a 6:15 or so ends up being the best size for this. That's close enough. I'm just going to get it to that. And then I typically try to center it just because in another format or another device, it ends up being better if it can always be in the same location. Now for my buttons, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to upload a new image, and I know I want this first box to be modules. I know where I have it saved on my computer, and so I'm going to upload that. Now for these, I found that about a 215 ends up being a good size. So I'm just going to leave that at 214 close. So I have my button there, and then I'm going to upload the next button. Now for this one, I know I wanted that one to be my Google Meet, so my virtual classroom. I wanted to have a button just for that. So I'm going to put my virtual classroom there. Let me get this button resized. And remember, the other one was around a 214, 215. I'm going to center that one. And then I'm going to also upload another image. And so this last one, I want it to say help, because maybe that's where I want to send my students if they're having trouble and they need help. It's always a good idea to have a help section or somewhere where they can find quick information to assist whenever things get a little stressful. Now you'll notice it looks a little kind of outsized. It's because we still have to modify this table to make sure everything fits. And I can always extend this to match my buttons. So now that we have that, it looks pretty good. I've got buttons for my home page. I can go through here and click on the button, and then I'm going to add in a link. And you'll notice, well, I don't have anything for that. So let's say I wanted to send them to the modules page, this right here. I'm actually going to copy the link address because it's going to be the same link address. I'm going to put in the URL that I want, insert a link, and then I'm done. It's the same thing here. I can actually go through, if it's a specific page, I already have several pages. Let's just say I'm going to do test page 1 as my help, and my virtual classroom, I'm going to send them to the Google Meet page. Now once I'm done, I just hit save and publish, and then I have my visual homepage. Now you'll notice for a table, I still have lines around it. And that's going to bother some people, and other people, they're going to be fine with that. I'm going to go through here and edit and get rid of those lines. You'll also notice that things looked a little stretched out within the buttons and the banner. So I'm just going to bring that in a little bit to make it a little bit cleaner. Now what I'm going to do for my table properties, this border, if we'll just set it at 0 instead of 1, the border will go away. I'm going to hit save. And now I have my visual home page that's set up and ready to go. So if I click on modules, it's actually going to take me to modules. And I don't have anything there yet, but I'm about to add some modules. So as you can see, it's pretty simple to go through and set up. You just need a little bit of patience, and you can set up your own visual home pages. The one thing I would suggest is plan this out ahead of time, either on paper or somewhere, so that you know exactly what you're creating, because it does speed up the process in here if you know what you need to add.